Finally, a must watch, you know? It's been a while since I did a must watch. Even though I promised to do more, I need to do more. And it doesn't matter how many people watch the video. What matters is I get at least one person to give this anime or manga or whatever a try and see how they feel about it. That is my goal, my original goal for this channel, anyways, to spread more anime, more weeb culture out there for the general public. Without further ado, let me introduce you to an anime that I am kicking myself for not watching earlier. It's called Princess Principal by the title, you already know, before you click on this video. I had this anime on my download list for about 2 years. I never got around watching it for some reason. And then when I was at my trip out of town for a long time, crappy internet but good food, I was relying on my Seagate to watch all the anime. So I decided to pick up Princess Principal. And when I watched it, I'm like, why didn't you watch this earlier? Dude, I know it's better late than never, but the fact that how amazing this is everything I like about my anime kink. You got the cute girl doing cute things, you have awesome plots, good character development, and it's steampunk. Freaking steampunk. I love steampunk. Heck, my last and my best cosplay design was based off of steampunk. And I just love everything about it, People love their cyberpunk, which I respect. But I can never get behind cyberpunk, the weird light glow designs, the augmentation to the human body. I prefer this distinguished gentleman, the accents. I prefer steampunk. That is what is Princess Principal. Pretty much two spies come to pick up a princess who is Lady of the Commonwealth. And at the same time, one of the other spies is from a place called the Black Lizard Planet, who is declared not to be human. But what is the Black Lizard Planet? They don't go into good detail about it. However, these spies are collaborating with also a samurai from Japan, and her assistant, who is part of the princess, come together to make the changeling operation, finding a way to break down the walls of the class system and getting the princess become queen of the nation, to start a revolution and a change within London. Now, that is the main plot. But as the show goes on, it is a very character-driven story. Each character has their own reason of being there. Some for their own spying, some because of a deep secret, or some for it's just their job. But as each episode will show how the characters go, so the plot's not completely linear. It is at point episodic, but it stays on track, as I'm saying. One of my favorite characters is the oldest one, Dorothy, one who's actually a lot older than what she pretends to be, but yet she takes the more tragic route of all the other characters. I guess because she's the oldest, she goes through more sad things, losing people and being disappointed and knowing that she can't ever have a normal life. Then there's the main character named Orange, and also the princess, which her name is Charlotte, are the two main characters, and they have a very mysterious bond with each other, which you'll be very shocked to find out towards the middle or end of the series. You also have Chise, who is the Japanese girl, who's in it for her own reasons, but comes to adjust to the Western culture of the world. And of course, you also have the assistant of the princess, who is my second favorite character in the show. And I love it how she changes her voice. Like her throat was experimented on, where she can now change her voice any way she wants to. At the same time, if her malfunctions, she can't talk. So she's a mute. Well, anyways, it's just amazing. The characters are awesome. The fight scenes, the setting, the tones, the coloring, the art direction, the opening, the ending is so amazing. I love it. I love every bit of this anime, man. And towards the end is not very satisfying because they're making 6 movies for this show. 6 freaking movies. That's right, they're doing the Girls and Panthers thing. Which Digimon also tried to do it, but Digimon Try sucked, in my opinion. Major disappointment. But the Girls and Panthers movies were good. Only seen 2 so far. Anyways, they're doing that route. Well, pretty much you can call them movies or you can call them OVAs. But each OVA/movie is going to be around 50 minutes each. So there will be a total of, once again, it's just 6 more episodes of the show. And I would recommend you guys to please watch this in dub. Why watch this in dub? Because the British accents are spot on. Last time I heard a good British accent was, I was watching Azure Lane. I was reviewing that on his channel. And then this one it's just amazing. The way they talk. It sounds nice. Even Chise, the Japanese girl, actually sounds Japanese. When you're usually watching anime, all the characters sound American for, translations towards another country. Understandable. But to have one Asian character within the show, within the world, with full of a lot of strong English-speaking accents, of course it would make sense to have the voice actor to actually sound like an Asian character. It's great. And it's another thing about anime that it does with its strong female-powered shows that America fails to do. I mean, just look at the movies we get when it comes to female empowerment. They always flop. They always be hated upon because the way they go around it is just completely terrible compared to what Japan does, Japan delivers a product. Here are these awesome female girls with their own goals in life. They have a point-on mission. And they have their character development. You see them grow throughout the show, and you end up falling in love with the show. That's all you need to do to make this kind of stuff, man. Don't try to treat it just as a female film or a female show. Just treat it as any other show, And that's all you need to do. Any other old show, but with just the main cast just being all female. That's all you have to do to please the audience. And I'm just hopefully one day America will get back to that again someday. So anyways, that's pretty much it I got for it, man. It's really good, I'm still kicking myself for just now watching this, and I actually finished it last night, and I can't wait for the movies to come out. However, I don't know when the English dub will come for those movies, but I did hear that the first movie is coming out next season of 2020 of spring. But then again, I've been lied to before when it comes to Girls and Panthers movies. So, who knows when it actually comes out. But when it does, hopefully you guys will keep watching it. It's amazing. It has very tragic moments. It has its funny moments. Everything happens when it needs to happen. That's all I'm saying, There's no randomness that's going on. The plot stays on strong. And that's all I can say about it. So I give this 2 thumbs up, and I hope you guys go and watch Princess Principal. It's definitely a must-watch, especially if you're a steampunk lover or you love an all-girls cast and you missed that thing when all-girls cast was actually good. So that's all I got for this video. I gotta do a must-read right after this one, so I hope you guys stay tuned. If you enjoy this channel and like my content, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit the bell icon. This has been Madcrown on Anime, signing out.